everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. Today I am sharing, it's kind of like a, I don't want to say highly requested, but it is. I mean, I get a lot of requests to share like information on my tattoos, how long I've had them. A lot of you guys want to know like if they hurt. I'm going to share all that in this video. The only thing I can't share is the like tattoo artists, because one, a lot of them have moved and I think I can really only remember like one or two of their names. So I just wanted to share all of my tattoos with you guys. I did do this video probably about a year and a half ago, and for some reason, I don't know if I like accidentally erased it or if I erased it on purpose, but it is no longer on my channel. So I am going to be sharing it today, but I also have one more tattoo than I did when I originally filmed this video for you guys. If you don't like tattoos, that is perfectly fine. Just go ahead and click out. Don't bother commenting below, because I like tattoos, and then all of my tattoos are for people in my life that are important to me, and they all like my tattoos, so that's really all that matters. I don't think I have a ton to say for this intro, so make sure that you go below and click the subscribe button. If you are new here, my name is Mariah. I put up 2 to 3 videos every single week on all different types of topics. Head over to my vlog channel. I love vlogging. I'm going to be vlogging a ton in 2019. So just subscribe if you're new here, and I'm going to get into the story time right now. That was weird. Okay, so total I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tattoos. I count them basically either by like parlor visit or like separate places. So like I got my wrist tattoos at the same time, but they're on my each like different wrists, so I consider them 2 separate tattoos. I think we're just gonna start out with like the order that I got them in. So I'm about to show you guys my ribs. If you get offended by people lifting up their shirts, don't watch. Okay, so pull up my jeans a little bit. Okay, so this is my rib tattoo. I've had it for since my freshman year of college, actually. I got the cross just a few months after I turned 18 years old. Like, I just wanted a tattoo. I was just like, cool, let's get a tattoo. So I got a cross and I got it on my ribs, and then maybe like 9 months later, I think I got the writing on my ribs. It is from my favorite book. It is called Redeeming Love, and the quote says, "Though fallen low, God raised her up, an angel who heard his soulful whispers all along." I got that from my grandma, basically. She died of cancer in 2008, and so she never actually got to see that tattoo, but it just has like a special meaning behind like how I feel about her and things that happened just before her life ended from cancer. So it's just kind of like a sweet tattoo. The one thing that kind of annoys me about it is, so I got the cross first, and then the writing came after, and the tattoo artist said, "Oh, your cross is crooked." And I feel like a really good tattoo artist would have just made like this, not straight, so that the cross didn't look crooked. But then he made his writing look crooked. So, I mean, you win some, you lose some. It's hardly ever noticed by anybody that it's crooked. I have to honestly be like standing in a certain way for you to even really notice it. But I have 2 ribs on my tattoo. 2 ribs on my tattoos, 2 tattoos on my ribs, and no, it did not hurt. The cross maybe took 10 minutes, and the writing took about an hour. I dozed off for part of the ribs just because like when I think it was up here, it kind of hurt a little bit, but like when he was back here for some reason, like I just was like, okay. So that's my rib tattoo. Next up in order, I think, was the wrist tattoos. So I got these wrist tattoos. I surprised my parents. I believe it was my sophomore year of college. I got "Love You Baby Girl, Dad" and "Love You Bunches, Mommy" on each of my wrists. So I actually took cards that my mom and dad had sent me when I was in college, and I took them to the tattoo parlor. He was able to blow them up, turn them sideways, and then put them on my wrist. My parents, they actually went with me to get the cross because my mom was just very like, I want to make sure it's a sterile environment. And so after that, and then after I got my other rib tattoo, they were like, okay, you're done now, right? No more. And then I just surprised them one day, and I remember I got out of the car and my mom could see from upstairs. She could see I had like something on my wrist, and it was the meat packing that they put on them so they don't like bleed after. And she like yelled downstairs, and she was like, "Michael, ask Mariah what she has on her wrist. Like, did she injure her wrist?" So he comes outside and he's like, "What's on your wrist?" And I just was like, And he goes, you got another tattoo. And he just like storms in the house and was so dramatic about it, like such a drama queen. And he's like slowly looking for his glasses, just like, I don't know where my glasses are. So my mom comes downstairs first, and she saw her, I was just like standing in their bedroom like this, and she saw her like handwriting. She was like, that's my handwriting. Oh my gosh, I just spit everywhere. She was like, that's my handwriting. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I would have written so much neater if I would have known that you were gonna get that on your wrist. And then my dad was like, oh, you got your mom's handwriting? Oh, that's mine. And so like to this day, they just are like, oh, that's the coolest tattoo that you were able to get our handwriting on your wrist. Like they actually really like them. I know that a lot of people do this after somebody has passed in their family or something like that. They'll take like a meaningful writing or something and then they'll get it tattooed on their body. I wanted this now because my parents are alive. I wanted them to see it and like it, and it like means something sweet. So yes, I'll have it forever. But I didn't want to be like, you know, wait until I pass one day because hopefully they live to be like 120. So, you know. So the wrist tattoos were done at the same parlor as the cross, but not the same guy did them. He is, I don't even know where he is or what he's doing right now. So I'm not even gonna bother with his name. The next tattoo was my back tattoo. So I had been dating Sam for like roughly a month. I think I got it on my, it was my 20th birthday. I literally was just like, I want a tattoo. And I just was like, okay, let's go get a tattoo. And I wanted one that was up my back. Now I'm gonna show you a picture right here just because it's a lot easier than me trying to like turn around and still be in frame while like recording, you know what I mean? So I'm just posting a picture. I wanted something that was on my back that was in Roman numerals, kind of like in a corny way to be like, you know, those people always had my back. Kind of corny, but I actually really like it. I wanted Roman numerals, so what I have from the bottom to the top is, 1967, which is the year that my parents were both born, 1994, which is the year that my sister was born, and then 1997, which is the year my brother was born. Now, this is my favorite tattoo. It's my husband's favorite tattoo. If you've seen any of my wedding photos, you know that you can actually see that tattoo on my dress. That was something that Sam asked. He said, can you please, like, hopefully pick a dress that I can see your back tattoo with? And I was like, okay. So it was visible on my wedding day and that was perfectly fine. Everyone's always like, oh, but your dress on your wedding day and your tattoos. Like A, you barely even noticed them, and B, the pictures were still beautiful and it didn't take away from it. Like I was still a bride, but that's my favorite tattoo. It hurt real bad. And after that, my family was really like, please, Moriah, be done. Nope. And I'm actually now, no, my little brother has less tattoos than I have. My older sister has way more tattoos than I do. Like, she's gonna get it sleeved out. She says she's not going to. I know you, sister. You're gonna get your tattoos sleeved out. She's covered, like has 2 full arms. My brother has a tattoo here. He has a tattoo here. I think that's all he's got right now. My husband has 2 tattoos. We're just a tattoo family. And then finally, speaking of my husband, so obviously I'm just gonna insert a clip where you guys can see the You Are My Sunshine tattoo. So I love the song You Are My Sunshine. My husband and I, we were still like fiancés at the time. We weren't boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't recommend that. We had been wanting to get tattoos for each other for a while and we weren't sure what we wanted to do, and we went back and forth between getting matching tattoos or getting like each other's initials. And then once we decided to get meaningful tattoos that were like meaningful about our relationship, that were different on each of our bodies, we both were like, oh, I know what I'm gonna get right now. And it was so simple. I got You Are My Sunshine because I remember when my husband moved in with me, we were still actually boyfriend and girlfriend, and it was just like this chaotic month. Like a lot of things were happening, and it was just chaos. And I'd lived in my tiny little house by myself for 1 full year, and so I had a full house of furniture and everything was organized in its way, and they moved in, and I just remember I was like sitting on the bed and I was like, don't freak out. Don't freak out, it's gonna be fine. And I was just like, there was so much anxiety involved because everything was going on. And that night he sat down, very first night he actually officially lived with me, and he played on his guitar, You Are My Sunshine. And I remember that as being the first time in weeks that I was like at complete peace. So that kind of became our thing. Every time he would play You Are My Sunshine, I was just like, at peace. So this is my handwriting. It is from a note, and it says, "You are my sunshine." It's got just like a little like sun on it. It's not meant to be perfect. None of the tattoos are. The only one that I think I actually, no, okay, so my rib and my back tattoo were done with like fonts, but every single tattoo that's on my arm is meant to be a handwriting. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to look, you know, like someone wrote it, and that is true. So, you know, I did. So this is just like kind of how I have my tattoos. Yes, I do have a fair amount. If I am like, there'll be times I'll be like working out and I'll be standing there and I'll like glimpse in the mirror and I'm like, "Oh girl, you got a lot of tattoos," because especially when I stand like this. But I like my tattoos. They're all black, they're all writing, they're all just super meaningful. That's what I love the most about them, is that they all just have this like special place in my heart, and for each person that's impacted my life. I think I'm done. I don't think I'm ever, I mean, it would have to be like something incredible for me to get out of my body at this point. I think I'm done. I'm running out of places that I like tattoos to be on me. So, you know, that's kind of it. I just wanted to share my tattoos with you guys because I get some questions. Did they hurt? Things like that. Really, the only one that hurt was my back. That's the one that I remember being like, okay, I'm gonna pass out if he's not done soon. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go below and click the subscribe button if you're new here. Let me know in the comment section below what your tattoos are and what they mean to you. I love hearing stories of other people's tattoos. So give it a thumbs up. Love you guys.